Here we are, guys. We are officially live. I just have to adjust my mic a little bit, but holy crap, what a crowd has gathered to discuss the Alpha 20 changelog. This thing is huge. It has some insane changes that I'm definitely looking forward to here. It's tomorrow. I can't wait to play. And then, barring any no major issues, it'll go out to the public on Monday, which is pretty damn awesome. So that way they'll be able to address stuff quickly during the week while everyone is jumping on. But we're going into experimental here, guys. Pretty damn pumped. And hello, welcome. I hope you guys have been good. It's good to see some familiar faces. There we go. I think everything's set correctly. So I'm just changing a few things here. Okay, awesome. There we go. So let's do some talkings here. I got my my chat up. There we go. I can't even say hello to everyone. There's so much chatter on. So let's jump into here. Alpha 20 official release notes. So this will break down basically the major the major changes here. Alpha 20 takes some big leaps towards gold with these major improvements. Now, I know a lot of people are like, what does this mean? It means complete when like it's feature complete, right? They're done. They might add to it more, but it's considered feature complete game. Almost like coming out of beta, right? So let's go over this here. I'm excited, guys. Like I'm trying to slow myself down here a little bit so we can actually comprehensively go over this. But yeah, wow, awesome, guys. While you're here, if you could do me a favor and use that like button, it'd be much appreciated. So let's go on here. A brand new version of Random Gen world creation with new cities, city tiles, and a part system spawner. You'll be blown away by it. So what I've seen of the Random Gen, guys, and the city's absolutely awesome. We're going to be doing base day 1 and building a custom map. We're going to try to sync base day 1 complete for when it comes out of experimentals. So a little bit of a rush, but it's going to be fun, guys. It's going to be a community project. I'm looking forward to this. Over 200 new POIs. That's actually huge. And they've renovated a lot of the older ones, as they say, updates to the older POIs. Over 550 explorable locations total. So that is a ton. And now I just want to say, guys, like they say, new cities, city tiles, parts and pieces, new POIs. They're making everything pretty much standard. So it kind of fits all into like a nice tile system, which means I think they're going to be opening it up to the Steam modding. So if they do that, that would be huge. Imagine all the POIs you can get if people can go and share their creations. It'll also encourage people big time to do that as well. So that's a huge leap forward, I think, in Random Gen. Have I tweeted? Have I tweeted what? No, I usually actually don't tweet my streams, to be honest, but let's go on here. Navezgane has many city improvements, terrain improvements, and rural and wilderness communities. So that's a map I often visit shortly, but maybe one of these alphas we'll take a good look and sit down with it again. Nearly 25 new HD characters with a couple with improved shaders. You guys get it. So they've redone a whole ton of the zombies, which is sick. They got stuff like jiggle tech in, so like some body like parts and stuff will. It's pretty damn cool. I can't wait to show you guys in videos. First thing I'm gonna do, 6 new weapons and 13 HD remakes with the addition of primitive pipe weapons. So that's a new weapons, the 6 new, I believe. And they redid some of the other weapons too. Like I don't have video of it. I can show you guys live, but we'll get to see it soon enough anyway. This one's a big one, guys. This one's huge, especially if you're a builder like I am. This is gonna remake base building, POI building, everything. I can't wait to see what people create with this. Overhauled shape menu with hundreds of new shape organized and buildable from a simple frame with in-game creative and level design support. So they pretty much taken the multi-blocks and redid the whole system like that. So they've taken also like the pass you can get to steal, and they've simplified all that. So it's going to be interesting changes. I know a lot of people don't like it. I'm not going to jump to conclusions until we actually see what that looks like. I can't wait. It's going to be so cool to play around with. So block placement improvements. So that must mean like little UI improvements and where you can place blocks when you're doing rotations. I'm not sure what they actually mean by that. We'll get on to that though. They have added a robotic drone companion to carry your extra gear, heal you, and more. So that thing's moddable, guys. It's actually really, really cool. You put your little teddy bear head on it to give you a health. No, wait, is that a morale boost? Yeah, I think the head is a morale boost. Rendering improvements with hundreds of new PBR models. So the rendering pipeline is apparently going to be working a little better. A lot of people were a little weary about them doing a lot of optimization. I've actually watched quite a few videos in the last week. I've been crunching Alpha 20 hard, like just going over the forums, all the videos, and there's some interesting changes. So I'm looking forward to those. We can't get into too depth with them because they're techie, but quest improvements including new restore power night quests. So that's going to be pretty cool. I can't wait to do a few of those. Maybe it'll be something that'll get old quickly. Maybe it won't, but who knows? So we got AI enemy improvements, including city spawning. That's going to be interesting. This here, guys, we're going to go off a little bit here on my stuff. This is huge to me. If this means I can control what spawns like in city streets and stuff, it'd be perfect. Because base day 1, I want big crowds of zombies outside. And, you know, maybe the occasional sleeper spawns inside. I'm going to have to change like the quest system and how looting works and stuff to make it work appropriately. But I want the real challenge to be like moving around the city. Ducking obstacle attacks. So the zombies can now duck. They can obstacle attacks. Maybe that means they're better at hitting stuff and breaking stuff down. Head tracking and burst attacks. So I think the head tracking was already in the game. They've just added it to everything here. We'll stop soon and we'll catch up with the comments here, guys. So the burst attack's going to be interesting. I think that's what they were giving the radiated zombies. Feral sense game options for a completely new game experience. So this is what I'm going to like, guys. I'm going to like this. I'm not going to put the zombies on run and make them like impossible to kill. It's all going to be headshots. Chest shots and body shots don't do much, and limbs fall off easily. So there's going to be lots of zombies and lots of headshots kills. It's going to be fun, but they can all tell where you are. So if you walk outside and there's a big crowd out there, they're immediately going to start going towards you. Vehicle improvements with co-op passenger support and mods to improve and customize your vehicles. So finally, guys, just like in like stuff like Darkness Falls, right? You can now modify your vehicles in the vanilla game. So they have like the typical ones. They have fuel or storage improvement, fuel reduction, so you don't use up as much fuel, and a few other ones I can't remember off the top of my head. But you can now also get on a bike with your buddy, and it looks hilarious when you get off your bike and your buddy stays on it. They stay like ragdoll perfectly stiff to the bike and fall over with it as if they're like one piece. It looks so awkward. I do hope they make bikes at least stand up. That would be nice if they did that. Had like a little kickstand or something. Make the bikes stay up. Hey Jared, what's up? Vehicle improvements. Oh wait, we just read that. Loot progression improvements include a new loot stage system, biome, tiered POI, loot bonuses, and early game balance. So that's cool. That makes it easier for what I want to do to mod too. I would have to put some of those systems in that I wanted. So that's a little neat. It's going to be interesting seeing, you know, the different biomes. It goes forest, desert, winter, and wasteland for the difficulties. So if you're lower game stage and you go into a higher game stage area, which would be like maybe desert or winter biome, you're actually going to get better loot. So that's going to be interesting to see how they balance that. I think that one's going to be the most controversial thing, in my opinion. Improved dynamic music and ambient audio system with added new content. So I didn't watch all the dev playthrough because I didn't want to actually like ruin it too much for myself. But what I did see of the dev streams is they couldn't get this to work properly when they were trying to display it. So that would be nice to see. I can't wait to see what that's like once we get the game loaded up. Improved weather system with more distinct and varying weathers. So that should be interesting. So weather kind of sucks in 7 Days to Die. Video options for anti-aliasing, temporal, and AA sharpening have been added, along with the auto detection system that'll set your game settings to better match your hardware capabilities. So that's kind of nice, right? For people who aren't really techie, the game just goes bam. There you go. That's what you should be playing on. This other stuff, guys, unless you know what it is, I don't think it means too much to you, but that does make the game look better. Animations have been improved from first person to third person to provide a more immersive experience, so they've finally done some much needed animation work. A new dismemberment system has been integrated with some of the zombies, so some of the zombies, when you cut their arms off and stuff, it's a lot more graphic, I guess is the best way to describe it. It actually looks like you cut a limb off. It's pretty damn cool. Twitch integration has been improved with many new commands, voting, and more. Personally, I really don't care about that. I even use Twitch sometimes, but that part I personally don't care about. For some people, that's exciting. Modding support has been improved with better world editing, level editing, random world gen, and server settings and tools. So this is exciting for me too. This is huge because I've always kind of wanted to do a mod, Bay State 1 downtown. I've always wanted to do a downtown mod, so this is going to be cool. There we go. So it goes on to warn you guys. This is a question I've seen a lot actually on my video I released about the Alpha 20 date. Alpha 20 is not compatible with previous Alpha worlds or save game data. New pre-gen maps have been created and can be used. We also advise that you delete 7 Days to Die save game data folder before playing. That's just so you don't really mess your stuff up, right? Trying to load old saves and stuff. I might actually make a video about that for you guys. That might help. You know what? Can we zoom in here a little bit? Oh my god, guys! I am so sorry. I'm like viewing on a 4K monitor, and expecting you guys to see this on your little tiny screens. Thanks for hanging in there. And by the way, on your way through, if you can use the like button, that would be pretty damn awesome. So they go on to say here, the Thumb Pimps is extremely excited for this release. It's by far the biggest alpha ever and is jam-packed with new content, bug fixes, optimizations, and game balancing. Read on for more information. There we go. Sorry, I had to clear my throat a little bit. I'm so excited, I gotta slow down. So let's catch up with the comments here a little bit. Alexander North says, I love the new generation system and urbanization of cities. The cities definitely 100% look a lot better. Look a lot better. Like, they actually feel like cities. There's sewers and stuff. It's the coolest thing ever. And as a modder, you can make these tiles. I can't wait to see what people make. Oh, I'm getting goosebumps thinking about it, guys. I'm legitimately excited. If you guys want to watch the dev streams, they're all on the Fun Pimps YouTube channel. They're also on their Twitch, but I suggest the YouTube. They cut out all the fluff and stuff, so there's like 10 minutes of just preview screen. So yeah, hit up their YouTube if you want to watch those. Faba says not all of us have tiny screens. Well, it happens. Sticking up for the little guys here. But yeah, I can't wait for that, guys. And a lot of people saying hello. Unfortunately, guys, I could not say hello to you all at one time. But let me know in the comments here what you're excited for most out of this alpha, and we'll continue on, and I'll catch up with those comments here on the next break. So random world generation here. Let's go on to read this. The Fun Pimps are very proud. Their grammar are very proud and excited to bring a brand new random world generation system to Alpha 20. The system has been re-engineered from the ground up with a focus on generation speed, flexibility, quality visuals, believability, replayability, POI dispersion, so better spread out of POIs, trader positions, and so much more. We took a more content-driven approach for POI city tiles and stamps. Cities and roads are much more believable and detailed. That is true, guys, if you've seen any of the content. Oh, I can't wait. Wilderness Paths connect in a believable way to POIs. There are many ways. There are really too many changes to list, but some of the main features include. So yeah, guys, like the paths and stuff, when you're out on the wilderness roads, which is like not city, and you have those little POIs off, like one's here, one there. The paths leading to them will actually be size appropriate. So if it's like a little camp, it'll be just a little footpath. If it's a house, it'll be like a bigger dirt road, right? So it's just a whole bunch of immersion. That's what I'm real excited about. Let's go on here. New districts, which include downtown, industrial, commercial, residential, rural, country town, wilderness, and country residential. So these are basically districts, right? Like just a huge chunk of, let's say, tiles as in the city. And you can, as a modder, you can change these and move them around and make them into different districts, right? It's pretty damn crazy. New random world generation tiles support city and town construction, which include tile variants of intersection, straight corner, caps and T sections with nearly 50 unique tiles. Guys, I'm really pumped about this. This means I can make city walls and have them spawn around a city properly. So we can make it look like the cities were walled in for the mod. Oh, I can't wait. It's going to be so cool. So new stamps to improve and create new unique terrain for every biome. Now, this is something they've been working on for a couple of alphas now, and it's actually kind of exciting to see them really incorporate this in the World Gen. So it's kind of like custom mountains and stuff that can blend into each other, and there's like stamps, think of 3D stamps or mountains and different valleys, and there's craters too, guys. It's pretty cool. So we got new stamps to support rivers and canyons. So rivers are coming back. We're gonna see rivers again. That's pretty damn exciting. I'm pumped about that one too. It's been so long since I've seen a river in 7 Days to Die. New faster world creation. We'll just say world. Supports 6, 8, and 10K maps. So apparently it's faster now to generate a map, which is nice. That usually takes quite a while. We got new town types: city, town, country town, and ghost town. So you can even like customize what the city looks like, right? Like if you want a country type town and a ghost town. So that's kind of like the Old West. It's really, really neat. Custom townships can also be added. So that's more of the modding parts. Oh, I can't wait. New part spawn markers, which add unique prefab possibilities to tiles and POIs. So let's say, guys, you want, someone creates a whole bunch of little town statues, and you can include them in your town in the generation. It's going to be pretty damn awesome. New road exit markers that align POI driveways to the end of roads. So like I said, the roads and stuff are going to make a lot more sense. They're a lot more smoother too. They lack a lot of the big huge bumps and stuff they used to have before, like cliffs. We'll see. We'll actually start playing ourselves and see, but it's going to be quite interesting. POI distribution has been improved to better use the over 550 unique POIs and nearly 50 city tiles that the game has to offer for infinite replay value. So that's a lot, guys. That is actually a considerable amount. You can have an entire map with 550 unique POIs on it. So it's going to feel a lot less repetitive, I think, now. And once they integrate this into Steam modding and people can make their own, because they improve the tools and stuff, we're going to have thousands and thousands and thousands of POIs. So you can pretty much start a new save, wipe any of the old POIs, and just use a whole bunch of new ones, right? So just have a new city feeling every single time. POIs, except for Wilderness, have all been redone to improve how they work with the new city tile system. So yeah, the Wilderness, like the old POIs out in the Wilderness, those have not been redone yet. Eventually, I assume they're going to be doing that here, so you can see the different sizes they have. POI placement has been improved to account for each POI's overall performance cost, and as a result, very heavy POIs will not be placed near each other, which helps keep the game running better. So what I can assume here is skyscrapers, they take up a lot of resources, guys. You're not going to be seeing 10 skyscrapers in one area unless you customize it. And honestly, guys, base day one, it's going to be awesome. You'd need a beefy computer, though, I think, to really hold that together. 3 brand new pre-generated maps will be offered, so there's only 3 pre-gen maps. That's interesting. What I might do with base day 1 here, day 1, is actually jump on one of the pre-gen maps for experimental, because we'll be restarting for the full version. XML support for modding in your own tiles, parts, unique town types, and more. Server XML and modding section below for more details. So yeah, guys, like huge modding improvement for world creation. That's going to be huge. Guys, people are going to be recreating cities. You know what I mean? Make like a nice little small chunk of New York or something that you can play in. That would be wild. New random gen, and go with like the cyberpunk thought. Go like upwards as your space instead of like out. That would be crazy. So we got a new random gen preview tool, mixed options to support tweaking custom maps to your liking, changing many things including frequency of towns, wilderness POIs. Oh, see, I might even just do random gen and just crank and play, have fun with this stuff. Make a whole bunch of rivers or something, craters, cracks, and lakes, frequency of plains, hills, mountains, global amount of randomness. So that is awesome. When you create a new random gen map, you actually have a whole bunch of sliders for making different things. It's not as expansive as the mods we've had before. I can't think of the mod name off the top of my head. If you can, let us know down in the notes here. So we got through the random world generation part here. So let's catch up on our comments. I don't know how to say your name. You know, you've been around for a very long time. I say no Frey? I don't know how to say that correctly, but you say you're excited for the roads, cities, and new POIs. Yeah, I think that's mostly what I think the general consensus is on that, big time. Jeffrey says, I like the drone type is like having a friend in game when you play alone. Yeah, it's nice. It's going to have the extra storage. You can use it like a flashlight. It can heal you. It can also boost your morale. You can mod them. They're pretty damn cool. Nitrogen, yes, Faces of One. Thank you very much. Faba says, I'm hoping they fix a performance issue. This way I can actually use my 16 cores. You know what, dude? I think a lot of the really big, like, long-standing issues are actually like super hard-coded like into the game, and they would have to rebuild entire huge systems to get them out. So I honestly think we'll have to live with a certain amount of bugs in the game. It's kind of like how Ark went, right? The base game is messed up, but they kind of somehow patched it all together. So I think we won't see those, but hopefully they learn on their new game and they create like more of a solid engine to work off of. Because you got to remember, this was like a project and then a jump starter, and then it went like viral pretty much. I would say cult following pretty much at this point for 7 Days to Die. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. Yes, you will have to go to experimental mode, guys, when you do when it comes available on Monday. I'll put a video out how to do it. It's not hard, but not a lot of people are techies, so like I said, they just want to sit down and play a game, right? Alpha 20 comes out Monday. Streamers with at least 5k subs will get to play it over the weekend, though. Yeah, and Bridget, that list has expanded huge since even like Alpha 18. Was it Alpha 18 they started doing that? I do think it was. Alpha 17 they did this whole like exclusive, really weird voting system, and it didn't go over so well. And Alpha 18 they started doing it. I'm using it, but I don't think it's the best idea, but whatever. Everyone will get it on Monday, right? Really wish I'd drop this on console. Well, that's the thing, Hunter, is when 7 Days to Die was on console and they were updating it, you only got a partial of what was on PC. Like, there was already starting to bog down the system back then. If they were trying to do an Alpha 20 parody on console, you'd have so very little of it. You wouldn't even recognize it. Like, even when it stopped being updated, the two games were completely different games. They had to evolve like in different directions. That's why I think a lot of people don't know about the history of the game. I can't wait to see what we do for a base in Alpha 20. Yeah, I'm pretty excited to try new things out, especially now that blocks break right away. But let's go on here, guys. We're going to go to locations. Okay, 1 second here. Just got to check something real quickly. Go. The Fun Pimps level team doubled in size by late 2020, so they've invested a lot in their studio. That, paired with many improvements to the proprietary level tools, shape tools, and the world tools, have helped POI team generate an enormous amount of new and updated content for Alpha 20. So let's go on to see what they got. They got over 175 brand new explorable POIs. They've redone 25 POIs, which makes them 550 in total. Many tier 3 and tier 4s have been added, with some new and updated tier 5s. See, this is huge, guys. A big problem about 7 Days to Die questing, tier 3, 4, and 5 sucked. You always got the same like handful of POIs. It's really annoying. Once you've ran through them a couple times, right? It's kind of loses its luster, and this is why I think having new POIs and people build POIs too is going to be huge, because it won't always feel like the same building. So we got 7, holy crap, 7 tier 5 POIs, 29 tier 4, whopping 52 tier 3, 102 tier 2, and 360 tier 1 and remnant POIs. That's actually quite a bit for questing. That's really going to make the difference. Now, I noticed too that the quest, when they took them, weren't 1.5 kilometers away. They're all actually rather close because of how the city tiles worked. It was really cool. So there are over 200 new and overhauled POIs, too much to mention, but some notable larger POIs include... oh, wow, they actually used the file name of these guys. So I won't be able to tell you what these are, but they've overhauled the skyscrapers. Looks like they've overhauled... no, there's actually 2 new warehouse tier 4s. We got some new tier 4 and tier 3 downtown strip stores. I really like those ones. I think those are my most favorite. Then we got a new apartment building, which actually, yeah, they're lacking a lot of like residential POIs for that. We got another apartment brick that's tier 5 overhauled. New tier 5 factory. Okay. Oh, Butcher Pete's. Okay, so Butcher Pete's is now an overhauled tier 4. Oh, that's cool. Okay. Navezgane's gotten a little love with some new POIs added. With all the cities, new suburban. Okay, so they're saying they've added a whole bunch of stuff. So let's go over here, the new characters, guys. These zombies are gonna look awesome. So nearly 25 new HD characters have been completed for Alpha 20. In fact, all non-player characters and enemies are now HD. So there's no old skins, guys. You should see the Screamer and stuff. It's crazy. The new Spider, they're so cool. There are also new improved characters, shaders for zombies, NPCs, radiant zombies, and burnt zombies. The new HD zombies include the White, a Thug zombie. So I think that's the old skater zombie, the Thug. Tom Clark zombie. Worker zombie, mechanic, hazmat. The dog finally, guys, we have to stop on a second for this. The dog has finally been redone. The dog used to look terrifying way back, and even on console too. And then they redid it with this like brown dog, which is still was a little scary, but it wasn't nearly as bad as the old one. They brought the old style back, but in HD it looks cool. We got a biker zombie. The spider zombie's been redone. Soldier, lab, cop, tourist, nurse, lumberjack, businessman. We have a new mutant zombie. We'll have to keep an eye out for that one. The new screamer zombie's been redone. I guess they redid the stripper zombie again. They really like redoing that one. The burnt one's been redone. There's like different versions for them too. There's burnt zombies that are burnt and burnt zombies that are on fire. And I think the ones on fire are feral. So that's pretty damn cool. And 4 of the traders have been redone. Pretty cool stuff. So weapons, here we go. This is a big one, guys. We'll catch up with the comments here right after weapons. So let's go on with this. Alpha 20 introduces a new line of pipe weapons along with an overhaul of several current weapons for a total of 6 new and 13 upgraded HD remakes to further the look and feel of an apocalyptic environment. So let's go into pipe weapons. Are new early game weapons easily crafted in your backpack. They are easy to make, guys. It's like pipes, duct tapes, or some glue. You know, it's really easy to put together and only require basic ingredients like short iron pipes. Oh, there we go. Wood, glue, and leather. Players will now have access to a pipe baton, pipe pistol, shotgun, rifle, and a machine gun in earlier gameplay to be in tune with new loot and level balancing. So if people were really afraid of this balance, it's actually not that bad. You can use regular ammo in these items early game. So it's not like you're walking around with stone tools and stuff anymore. This might make that like early game progression a little better. Still, I don't see the point of clearing out a POI, like a big POI early game while you're still doing pipe stuff. But it should be interesting. I can't wait. I can't really, say good or bad until we get to play it ourselves. These weapons all have custom sound and animations with variable mod slots similar to existing in-game weapons. Pipe weapons are easily repaired with short iron pipes. Okay, I'll have to keep that in mind. As part of weapon cleanup, the blunderbuss was removed and replaced with a new pipe shotgun. So rest in peace, guys. Blunderbuss, it's no longer in the game. We've seen another old school part of the game leave us. A new lever action rifle was added to round out and complete the existing rifle tiers. So I do believe that replaces one. The lever action rifle's firing speed and range makes it a great gun for outdoor survival. Hunting gun. The hunting rifle. This rifle also uses a 7.62mm rounds and has a variable mod slots similar to existing in-game weapons. So basically they're repeating, it just has the same mods you can use. Existing weapon overhauls include new models, textures, and or sounds for already favorite items like the AK-47, SMG, M60, the Magnum, hunting rifle, and the rocket launcher. Yeah, the rocket launcher looks cool now, guys. It's pretty damn awesome. These texture and model upgrades add some nice polish and align with the look and feel of other art upgrades throughout the game. In addition to model and texture updates, the bows, crossbows, and the compound bow all received a damage increase. So guys, bows are going to be good again, I think. I really like bow play. So if I can use bows early game too, that would be nice. They're a good source of, like, you know, on Horde Night. Back up. You run out of ammo. Arrow models received an update to complete the new look and feel of the bows. So yeah, they pretty much redid that whole thing. That's pretty damn cool. This is huge, guys. Shape and creative menu. Let's highlight that all. Building blocks have received a major overhaul. For starters, there are now over 1,300. Guys, get this, all right. 1,300 unique shapes to select from for every craftable material. So you're gonna have a multi-block, and there's gonna be a whole ton of different shapes and stuff that you can choose for it. It's pretty damn crazy. I can't wait. What people are gonna make, the statues and stuff, I think are gonna be the most impressive. But yeah, you can go into real detail with your builds now. I did see Joel post a picture of a base he built, and it's round. I do believe I also seen a round building in the game too while they're in the city. So round structures, damn cool. Round skyscrapers, can't wait to see it. So players can now craft 5 basic material helper blocks. So these are the blocks that you're going to be building with. They're going to replace like the whole different, there's like 6 or 7 different trees you can go through for repairing and upgrading blocks. So you can start with an OSB weak wood texture block. Wood, cobblestone, concrete, and steel. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different frames you can make. So this is going to be your early game, your OSB weak texture. I wonder why they put the texture in there. Weak wood, then your basic wood, cobblestone, concrete, and steel. So it all upgrades. This is your upgrade path right here, by the way. And blocks now downgrade after they've been destroyed. So this is huge. This is going to change base building, I think, and you know, maybe breathe some new life into the base building part of the game. After crafting, equip them to the tool belt, and then use a radio menu to open the shape selection screen. The screen shows several shape categories. Then you can narrow down to down the search. So you'll have categories, and then you can break it into like different items and stuff. It's crazy. So let's fire these guys off. This is gonna be crazy. Basic, square, round, wedge, poles, stairs, catwalks, trim, windows, destruction, construction, deco, and letters. Whew. So that's your basic categories. Wow. For you modders out there, the shape menu brings with it an easier way to add shapes to the game. Simply add the new shape definition to shapes.xml. Are you kidding me? And let the game fill in the materials for that shape at runtime. The new shapes are then automatically added to the material shape helpers in the game. This feature also greatly reduces the amount of crafting recipes needed. Wow. I don't know if that means anything to you guys, but that's a huge game changer right there. We're going to see like mod packs with tons of different shapes in it that you can make. Oh, that just gave me goosebumps because it'll be easy to make. You won't have to like custom do every one. You can just feed it right into the system and it'll generate it for you. Oh, that's... I love that. All right, guys, let's catch up with the chat here a wee bit. When can we estimate a complete release of the game? I don't know, Hakun. Hopefully soon, so that they can optimize it, flesh it out, and open it up to modders. See, they're slowly opening it up to modders, as you can see. There we go. Just had to message a girlfriend real quickly here. What am I most excited for? A lot of the modding changes, like I just read, and the city generation. It's going to be pretty damn awesome. Bridget says lever action replaces a marksman rifle. Okay, that makes sense. When can we estimate? Oh, I already read that. Zach goes, that's sad. The blunderbuss was really good early game. Think of it this way: that they took out the blunderbuss and they replaced it with a whole slew of weapons in the same tier. Right? So now you don't just have a blunderbuss, you have a handgun, you have a shotgun, you have a rifle. I think it's pretty damn cool, in my opinion. Lever action rifle is going to be sharp at shooting, hopefully. Yeah, it'd be nice. You can get some hunting done, right? They did change the balance, guys, so that it's going to be... Food's going to be a huge challenge early game. So there'll be less animals and less food found in loot. So it's going to be very important that when you do see an animal from a distance, you take a moment, shoot it, and grab its meat, because there's going to be one hungry person. No mention of paint. Sad. Yeah, they don't. I don't think they've really done much with paint this time around, lady. I do believe, though, I remember off the top of my head that they said they were going to focus on it a little bit more in following alpha. So it would be nice too if they made it so it was easily moddable, so you can throw your own textures in the game, right? So we can get like Minecraft like mod packs with different textures. That'd be cool. Frames are basically particle board plywood. Yeah, they're crappy frames. When is Alpha 20 supposed to be released? Does anyone know? It's going to be released for us for a preview on Friday, and for the general public, barring any huge issues, on Monday. So hopefully everything goes well. I will be playing a lot and seeing if there's any bugs and reporting them this weekend, and hopefully we don't find any big ones. Isn't too OP that blocks downgrade when destroyed? Basically layered block. Maybe this we can build bases that make sense. I mean, something like a fort or something and not a box. Yeah, Christian, it's going to be really interesting. Like, you bring up a good point on like the full downgrade. So if you upgrade all the way to steel, it's not going to downgrade to concrete anymore. It's just going to be destroyed, which I know a lot of people are going to hate, but to me it makes a lot of sense. You know what I mean? Unless like it's a steel plated block, but it's gonna be interesting to see too what they've done with the hit points on the blocks. Is it going to be harder to destroy those blocks? Is a steel block going to be like destroying the old steel and then the old concrete block in a row? Or are they going to have like the same hit points? If that's the case, then it's actually not too bad. It just reduces a lot of the breakdowns. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be interesting. See if it really makes a huge impact. Outlet Robson says, if I misunderstand something I picked up over streams, nerd polling isn't a thing now, or still is, but we can't easily pick up the frames now. I don't know, actually, Alid or Alid. I don't know how to say your name properly, but Mr. Robinson. I don't know. That's the first time I've heard about that. But if they made it like if you have to press and hold E to pick up the frame, then yeah, they essentially killed nerd polling. But don't fret, guys. There's ladders. Just build ladders. Just carry a bunch of ladders around with you. It's so easy. I've been switching in my mind. It's hard because I'm old school nerd puller. So ladders, they'll save the day. Hey, Sorrow Fox, what's up? You can nerd pull still? Okay, I guess you can. They buffed the HP of the blocks. Did they? Like I said, I didn't watch a lot of the dev play streams just because I didn't want to ruin it for myself too much. I want you guys to see like my first experience with Alpha 20 Friday evening. So as soon as I get that video done, I'll get it uploaded, rendered, processed, and I'll get it out to you guys, and then we'll start pumping out some content. I can't wait. All right, guys. Anyway, let's go ahead and move on here. So the creative menu also, as well, has been overhauled with a new category system and look. So it's a little easier to find stuff in the creative menu. Stability preview. Placing blocks have several changes. So this is huge, guys. Now, when you're placing blocks, you can see if that block is going to start a collapse. So it's like other games where like stuff will start turning yellow, red. They finally adopted a system like that. And that's what this is. Yellow, the block is stable. As the block becomes more yellow, it means it's getting less stable. So I mean, I'm assuming that means darker yellow. Red, placing the block would cause some type of collapse. Adding blocks to reinforce other part of the structures may allow this block to be then placed without collapse. So I'm definitely going to do a new physics video, guys. It'll be easier to show you how physics work in this game. Pink, placing would cause this block to fall as it does not have sufficient support. So there you go. Red would cause a collapse. Pink would cause this single block to collapse. All right. And moving on, Robotic Drone Companion. This is pretty cool. The new robotic drone is a companion that gives the player extra storage and some enhanced end-game features. The drone's abilities can be augmented and enhanced by the player's intellect, but players can still acquire and use the drone without perking into it. The robotic drone is modded in the player's inventory. Dyes are added to the cosmetic slot and mods to the modifier slot. So yeah, you can dye your drone too, which is pretty damn cool. Some of the additional mods and enhancements to the drone include Robotic Drone Armor Plating mod, increases drone defenses, probably never use that, who cares, drone can die. Robotic Drone Cargo mod, increases the drone's carrying capacity, huge for mining. Robotic Drone Medic mod, it heals you, so that's very also useful. Save you on some healing kits, like 100% and bandages and whatnot. Robotic Drone Morale Booster mod. Player stamina regen is increased by 10% when near the drone. So like that's cool, but 10% almost seems a little low for like a mod. I'm hoping maybe 20. I can change that though if I want within the mod, right? Robotic Drone Headlamp mod gives it a headlamp, which is pretty cool. Dynamic Imposters. We have added a brand new dynamic imposter system to the game, which renders changes to distant chunk POI meshes caused by the players or zombies. So I'm going to stop us here. This is awesome. You'll be able to see your base from miles away. As long as you can see the city, like, you know what I mean? You can see the base. So any changes you make will actually be updated in game, and you can see them from a far away, which is great because it's so hard to take nice screenshots of huge builds. So you'll be able to see changes too. Changes such as destroying a building, building your own base, or adding to or modifying an existing building can now be appropriately displayed by the dynamic imposter system. So you'll see it. If you change a building, if you fix a building, it'll now show fixed from a long distance away. Oh my God, guys. Yes. I've been waiting so long for that. Updated imposter meshes are automatically shared with new players who join the game. So yeah, there'll be no problem with your friends seeing the changes too, which is pretty damn awesome. What does this mean for players with this option turned on? Oh, so it's something you actually have to turn on. There's probably a performance hit with it turned on. So you can renovate existing POIs, fortify a whole town, or build a castle on a hilltop and see the changes from anywhere in the world. I'm sure as far as your actual view distance. Depending on PC strength, we have several game option settings that can be edited in server config. I wonder why it's in there. Dynamic mesh enabled. Setting to true will enable the system. Okay, so this is how you do it within the server config. I'm sure there's stuff in game you can choose to do it. That's awesome, guys. I can't wait for that. Yeah, that's huge. That's huge because I'm a builder. That really makes me want to build stuff you can see from a distance now, right? Like base day 1, you take the city back and fix it up. I think that would be cool. The environmental art and shader team have been improving much of the rendering tech and creating hundreds of new PBR environment models to enhance the world. Guys, they make grass look better. Like the grass has more depth to it and stuff. It's the same old grass, but they've added more depth to it. It's pretty damn awesome. Terrain shader, updated for better quality and performance, including improved roughness and specular shading modifications. So a lot of this is going to be jargon. Foliage shader, updated for improved rendering effects like subsurface scattering. Say that 2 times in a row. In addition to physically based rendering and packed textures for performance. Nice. Entity tint shader. Here we go. That's what makes us change stuff. This shader provides support for tinted color variations on models in addition to improving performance due to packed textures. So yeah, like they said, they've done some optimizations. We got new terrain textures, new block textures, lighting and sky improvements. Meshes, this is what I'm talking about. Short plant meshes. Guys, there's short grass and long grass now. There's like different lengths of grass in 7 days to die. Like what? So like grass and cotton have been greatly improved to generate more detail and much more variety of shapes with less mirroring. Mesh complexity. That's a complex word. Now uses a grass quality setting, which allows for less detail on lower end computers. So there's a lot more options you can tinker around with to get your computer to work better with it. Plant distribution has also been improved, and the forest has a new short grass subbiome. Oh, okay, so you actually have to find a subbiome with short grass in it. That's cool. Grass placement on slopes has been improved as well. Trees now have a root ball to seal the holes at the base of the trunk, guys. So you remember how trees would fall and it'd just be like this hollow shell at the bottom? It actually has like a root chunk to it now. It's really cool. Little small changes. Clouds, improved rendering of cloud layers. Now we can now keep cross blends for much more variety and to better match the weather system. So that's gonna be cool to see. Lightning, adjusted values, added a cloud area brightening effect and fixed a bug with the world not being lit. Okay, so they did some lightning work. Holy crap. The weather system wind speed now changes the speed of plants blowing in the wind, and we have added wind gusts. So guys, stuff blows in the wind and there's wind gust, which will make the grass actually move faster. So the ambience of Alpha 20 is going to be incredible. I can't wait. Along with all the new POIs of Alpha 20, there's plenty of new content to add to the visual immersion of the game. Cities are detailed to a whole new level with props such as newspaper stands, mailboxes, streetlights, parking meters, planters. It makes the city feel so much more alive and like actual cities. Operational manhole covers. You can go down into the sewers, guys. Traffic signals, new street signs, as well as business signs, ATMs, etc. Industrial locations are enhanced by new assets like conveyor belt systems. Guys, they've redone their conveyor belts and stuff. They look like conveyor belts now. Construction site material stacks. You can... With mods, I'm sure you can add in a recipe to build conveyor belts. Construction site, material stacks, tarp fencing. There's a whole ton of new assets in the game, guys. It's insane how much they've added to it. All new functioning and destructible doors. That's just cellar doors and shutters. And guys, I would like to mention, now when a door has a hole in it and there's a zombie behind that door, you can actually shoot the zombie through the door. They finally fixed that. More immersive destruction for the world. You've come to love with a variety of new rubble piles. They've made rubble, guys, look a lot better. They've made destruction blend in so much better. It's insane. A new mesh tinting system and shader, bring you more color variations of the art content to further customize your creations. Holy crap. So that's the tinting once again. Hundreds of new and updated PBR meshes have been added to the game overall. So I'm not sure what PBR actually stands for, guys, but they've done a lot of improvements on that end. So questing improvements have been made all over the world in 7 Days to Die. Starter quests now have a helpful on-screen icons to show you where to find the required items. So you'll actually see like a little thing above the different items that you need. Like if you need like a little rock, it just shows you the icon. It's I guess really good for really new people to the game. It's gonna be kind of funny for us seasoned people to be like, oh well, thank you for letting me know what a stone looks like 7 days. I think it'd be kind of funny. Anyway, we decided to retire the challenge notes to allow focus on new quest types. Yeah, no more challenge notes, guys. I never did those. I hated those stupid things. You just always found them all over the type too, or all over the place. The buried supplies have been updated to increase the challenge. We've also added a new tier 3 version of this quest type. So I do believe that if you try to use TNT now to quickly dig out the area, it'll actually destroy the supplies as well. So the supplies are no longer immune to explosions. Don't quote me on that, but I believe that's what happened. We've also added a new tier 3 version of this quest type. So there'll be a tier 3 buried supplies. I think those are my favorite quests, to be honest. I'm not going to lie. They're easy. You get some good stuff out of it. Trader to trader progression has changed. Each trader now has their own set of tier quests that must be completed. Players can now navigate between those tiers when selecting a quest from the trader. We've also added a new quest type, Restore Power. This one's cool. Restore Power quests are activated at night and require the player to re-establish power to the locations. Find the generators inside and activate them. Be careful as the generators may alert nearby zombies. So guys, they've also added switches and stuff in the game. So like POIs will have buttons and stuff you'll need to use in order to open things. So that's pretty cool too. Anyway, let's catch up with the comments here a little bit. Still more people asking when it's coming out. It's going to be coming out Monday for the general public. Streamers are getting access on Friday, so I'll be making videos right away. Will the construction vehicles actually be vehicles and not blocks put together to pretend to be a vehicle? Those Sorrow Fox, I believe, are custom POIs, dude. I don't think any 7 Days to Die official POIs have anything like that, to be honest. So if you're seeing that, it's because people created them on a custom POI. Warthog says, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles roleplay incoming. Yeah, if you want to do a sewer challenge, guys, you can live in the sewers, right? A little terrifying because zombies can dig down, so you gotta be real quiet. If it's on Feral, I guess you're screwed. A Feral sewer playthrough. That'd be insane. PBR is for the light rendering, yes. Robin Williams says, I love doing buried supplies too, and I look forward to the new quest. Yes, I'm looking forward to those changes. Matt Knight says, how you doing, Skippy? Looking forward to update. Hope my new PC is up to it. So yeah, a lot of people are building new PCs too, and joining us yourself. I can't wait. And then Victoria says, I'm gonna have to finish my Alpha 19 play. So yeah, guys, wrap up your plays. It's coming out for you guys Monday. Okay, so AI, guys, huge one here. Let's continue on. The AI and spawning of enemies have gotten some great improvements, including biome spawning. Zombie spawning in biomes is now based on the types of building in the area. So industrial, this is what I was going to be asking. Zombie spawning in biomes now based on the types of buildings in the area. So industrial, commercial, and downtown areas are more populated. Yes, yes, that's what I needed. That's what I need. I skimmed over this stuff earlier, guys, but I wanted to read it for the first time with you. And I've watched almost everything, so this is news to me. So that's sick. That's perfect for base day one. That's what I want. I want the streets to be full of zombies. Move from building to building if you want to avoid them, right? I can't wait. These areas also spawn more challenging enemies in the harder biomes. So zombies can now duck down to help them not get stuck on obstacles. So we'll be seeing, guys. It's going to be interesting. I think that's going to change a lot of base building too. So if you're using like a block to like had a little bit of something in it that you could pass through and the zombie can't, they can now duck underneath that to get through. So it's gonna be cool. Zombies now stand more reliably on the point of attack without sliding around. So apparently there's no more like weird rubber banding with the zombies on Horde Night. Head tracking, add more variety with when and where they look. So yeah, they won't always be staring at you, I guess. They went a little overboard with that. It was weird how the zombie would just turn around and stare at you the entire time. Burst attack, added a new AoE burst attack, which is used by the new mutant zombie, which is the radiated ones, which is pretty cool. That thing's huge. I can't wait to see it. Feral Sense game option. This is one of my favorites too, right here, guys. With standard settings, zombies have limited distance. They can hear and see you. The Feral Sense option allows you to greatly increase their hearing and seeing, which makes the game more challenging. This also makes the world seem more populated, as zombies you may not have noticed will find you. The features include increases the range that all types of zombies can hear and see the player by over double the normal amounts. Stealth still works. The zombies will just detect you more easily. Okay, that's interesting. Game options are off completely, only at day, so the zombies only have that at day or night, and then all day and night. I'm definitely going day and night, guys. It's going to be awesome. Vehicles here. We have added mods, coloring, and additional improvements and bug fixes to vehicles. Mods improve different aspects of your vehicle, like using less fuel. That's a nice one. Any of the dyes you get during gameplay can be added to the cosmetic slot to tint the vehicle's color. So that's really nice. You can do bed rolls as well. That's probably coming up. But now if you're playing multiplayer, guys, you can tint your vehicles so you know whose is whose. That's huge for a lot of multiplayer people. I remember that being a big thing on servers. People have their own parking stalls and stuff just to tell their vehicles apart. Expanded seating allows 2 riders on a mini bike or motorcycle and 4 on the 4x4. So 4 people on that 4x4, guys. Should be interesting to see that on multiplayer. So fuel saver, your engine uses less gas. Reserve fuel tank increases your tank capacity. Off-road headlights, brighter lights. And supercharges, increase accelerations. Pretty much almost everything that we've seen in Darkness Falls too, right? So it's cool. It's in vanilla now. Colors. You can place dyes in the cosmetic slot to colorize parts of each vehicle. So with the camera tracking, improved camera tracking and fix some popping issues. The vehicles could get a little annoying sometimes. Zoom. Camera can now be zoomed in and out using a mouse wheel or gamepad. So that's nice. That's nice. Fixes. Vehicle duplication or getting relocated to a new position in the world has been addressed, along with better out of bounds checks. Oh, that's sick. So no more people who weren't doing that on purpose. Vehicle duplication that was happening on servers like crazy. Here we go, guys. This is a huge change in the game as well here. They changed Navezgane. Loot progression has been separated from game stage with its own loot stage system. So it's game stage and a loot stage system now, guys. So 2 separate things. A huge change. Players will increase their loot stage similar to their game stage, but there are many bonuses that can add to it. The biome the player is in, the POI the player is looting. So POIs, guys, have a rating on like how good the loot is in them. So maybe that might change the early game stuff. I wonder if you can go to like maybe a desert biome right away, take up a little building and maybe get a handgun. You know what I mean? That would be cool. And even the container that you're looking at can have a loot stage bonus. Loot stage will then boost the quality. Oh, that's cool, the loot stage bonus. And or tier of items found. For example, adventurous players that explore the more difficult biomes and POIs will find iron tools or advanced weapons a little faster than those that stay in the pine forest. It's going to be interesting to see the change in gameplay here, guys. So when it comes to biome bonuses, the progression is as followed: pine forest, desert, snow, and then wasteland. Burnt forest and Navezgane is the same as the desert. Okay. Loot has been adjusted to provide early game weapons and tools a chance to shine. This grants the player time to find and use a high quality item before finding the next tier. So what they're trying to do is slow down the progression a little bit, so you're not like jumping from a stone axe to a steel axe, I guess. Books have been realigned to deliver player books like Spear Hunter and Archery earlier for the most benefit. Yeah, like that's good actually. So you'll get the books that benefit your early game stuff early game instead of finding like late game stuff early game, right? That is awesome. Food, drink, medical, and ammo supplies have been adjusted to keep players on the hunt for more in places you would expect to find them. To bring back the fear of infection, items that cure it have been greatly reduced. Okay, so this is where I was saying earlier, guys, they're trying to bring back the survival a bit, so they've reduced food, drink, medical, and ammo supplies. So go looting. Looting's going to be big. Loot the small houses. There are also 5 new tiered loot chests that are placed according to POI tiers. So that's neat too. Music. This is a nice little added change to the music system. For the dynamic music system in previous alphas, our goal was to maximize the uniqueness of content by leveraging the power of combinations. They did a decent job, but I turned it off after a while. It got old. Working around a theme, we could build complex musical compositions by layering loops on and pulling them off. These layer functions as individual instruments do in standard color. Wow. So basically they're throwing together a whole bunch of just random stuff, but random stuff that would sound good together. So we'll move on from there. While this scheme allows for a high degree of versatility in the way of content, it's not reactive to gameplay on the content level. That's where our new vertical dynamicism comes into play. In Alpha 20, we've created a theme for Blood Moon. So guys, on the Blood Moon, there's music specifically for Blood Moon that it'll pull from. So I won't have to add music into my videos anymore, hopefully. Hopefully the music does it for me. This is going to be sick. There's an ebb and flow to the intensity of combat during Blood Moon, and we have revamped our threat level system to tap into it. A new theme accounts for this, and the music now reacts in real time to the intensity of combat as if the conductor is watching your every move. So new Blood Moon music with that threat responsive layering system, improved layering with added complexity for layer tracks, improved randomization, over 6.5 million combinations of tracks across all configurations. That's a lot. New threat responsive ambient audio system. So the way I seen it works, guys, or I heard it works, is like if you have a ton of zombies on Horde Night, that music's gonna be pounding hard, right? Or if you're down to like 2 and 3, it's gonna be a little smoother. It's still a little bit of danger, but that's gonna be exciting for guys like me that like to do like a times 64 Horde Night. You know what I'm saying? That music's gonna hit home, and it's gonna hit hard. Whew. Okay, so we'll go on to audio here. The game audio keeps improving, and the audio team has kept up with the needs, creating new custom sounds for all the new content, including Twitch sounds, custom sounds for all the new pipe weapons, new door sounds, new game vent activation sounds, game event, that's a spelling error, restore power quest sounds, custom sounds for loot chests. So pretty much all the sounds you needed to add to the new stuff. So the weather system. The world's weather system continues to improve, with weather now being more distinctive and varying. The fog looks amazing, by the way, guys. Randomness. Improved calculations and shorter durations, so less likely to get stuck with the same weather, so it's not raining on days and days and days for you guys. Weather groups. Added grouping of values like fog, clouds, and precipitation to allow distinctive types of weather, like foggy, raining, snowing, or storming. Each biome now uses these groups for their own weather. Weather looks much better, guys. Pretty much what they're trying to say. Pretty damn cool. Video options here. Several quality settings have been changed to better control the game's rendering, which will help people make the game perform on the computers. Auto detection, which was added, which looks at your GPU to determine what quality preset seems best for your computer. The first time Alpha 20 is run, it'll reset the video options and a preset will be chosen. New options include anti-aliasing, Temporal TAA is an added choice. It's an advanced rendering techniques that smooth edges based on motion. So it kind of makes everything look better, right? With TAA on, you can use a sharpening option to increase how strong edges look in the game. So kind of like a little push and pull on that one, right? So animation changes. The animation team has been busy improving the overall animation quality of the game. Some of the animation improvements that have gone into Alpha 20 include improvement of first and third person weapon hold, attack, power attacks, and idle animations. First and third person tool, attack, power, and idle animations. So they improved the pretty much all the weapon and tool animations. Can't wait to see those, you know, in person. Better third-person blending of upper and lower body while walking, running, strafing, and general movements while carrying weapons. So if you guys like the third-person stuff, there you go. New zombie dog animations. So the zombie dog has its own set of animations, which is cool. This is neat. The new jiggle tech adds dynamic movement-based motion for the following zombies and parts. The bloated tourist, the stomach and the overall body fat can move around. Same with the cop. Big mama, same thing. Lab tech, the hair, body wounds, and dangling hand. Soldier, the torso, body wounds, and torn uniform. Mutated zombie, the acid bubbles on the skin, including blended animation. Oh, that's so damn cool. Can't wait to see that in person. The screamer looks terrifying, guys. I'm not even kidding you. Clothing, hair, movement of jaw and tongue. So that thing's gonna like wag its tongue at you, and I'm gonna nope the hell out of there, right? I'm not gonna want anything to do with that. So dismemberment. Alpha 20 includes a preview of new dismemberment feature to eventually replace the original system, first introduced in Alpha 13. The new feature will allow zombies to have a better looking dismemberment effects, as well as a unique effect for zombies. The initial release will include support to a small number of zombies, with subsequent updates expanding support to all zombies. So yeah, it'd be really cool, guys, to see like the new effects of like dismemberment and stuff. With base data 1, that's gonna be vital, because you're gonna be shooting limbs and stuff off all the time. So we go into Twitch here. Twitch integration has been improved with Alpha 20 with balanced new commands. Oh, lose my voice here. And a new voting system. We've extended our point rewards for subscribing, gifting subs, and raids. We've also added spam delay to help keep the chat cleaner and support for custom events. So guys, it's not something I'm really into. I've never actually even really seen it too much myself. It's like a party mode to me, you know what I mean? Something you play with your friends in the living room together. Voting introduces a new dynamic to the integration. Random polls are introduced, giving viewers options for new buffs and debuffs, attack hordes, and debuts brand new boss hordes. If the vote hordes eliminate the streamer, all voters receive a set reward. So yeah, it's gonna be like off the hook streams on Twitch. I mean, if you're into it, you're into it. That's cool. I'm really excited for you guys. Custom events have been added to allow the streamer to customize their experience. These are based on bits, subscriptions, gift subs, raids, and channel point redemptions. These are defined. So if you guys know how I like to do my streams, they're pretty basic. As you can see, this one a little bit up in the upper corner, and that's about it. But these guys here, their streams are insane. They got lots of stuff going on. I look at that and just trying to put that together, like as a streamer, it makes my eyes go crossed. So this is cool for them. Anyway, we're not going to go into all the commands and stuff, guys, at all. So there is modding tools improvements, POI editor improvements for all the stuff here. We're not going to go into that, or the server administration. So this pretty much ends like all the important stuff. There's a whole bunch of like little things on the change list too we're not going to go into because they're just crazy repetitive, you know. They're just like file names too, so we don't know what the heck it is. But guys, I am absolutely jacked here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to sleep tonight. I have no idea. So anyway, I don't know if I'm going to be able to sleep tonight. I'm trying to catch up with the chat here. So yeah, guys, there's so much changes. Let me know what your favorite changes are in the comments here, 100%. Monday is experimental for everyone here. Streamer weekend starts tomorrow, Jer. Tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 12 p.m. Central, I think. You got stop spamming or sorry, dude. What was even that? Oh, it was just a bunch of faces. That's hilarious. Sorry, dude. I guess Streamlabs goes hard on the emote spam. That is crazy. But guys, I am absolutely jacked about this. Like, I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna do a stream reading the change notes and talking with you guys. And 324 of you came out. What? You guys must be pumped about this too. If you are, guys, do me a favor and hit that like button on your way out. If you'd like to join me, guys, about the talk and just general hype, join my Discord. I did put a link in the chat there for you. It's also in the description of the video. Would love to see you guys over there. If you'd like to support me too, I do have an Etsy store. You guys can check that out. I actually forget the command for it. I think it's Etsy. I don't even know. Or merch. Something like that. But you guys should get the link soon. There you go. There's the Discord link. I gotta go, guys. I've been talking so hard and so very excited. I've actually almost lost my voice just in this one stream alone. But you guys are incredible. I love you all, guys. It's good to see a lot of familiar faces here back. I'm so sorry I couldn't talk to some of you. But the chat is just like off the hook here. Love to see you guys over on the Discord. Remember, guys, stay classy. Back up your game saves, and we'll see you tomorrow evening for Base Day 1 Experimental Episode 1. I can't wait. Oh my god. Oh, okay. See you guys later.